The Magical Cookbook, Part 3.
"Where did that girl run off to?" said the witch, as she stormed into her castle. "She even took the cookbook with her," she added. The cat meowed. "Come on, my precious cat, let's go to the sitting room and rest. We'll get some new ideas," said the witch, and trooped off towards the west wing of her castle. "How are we going to reach Muriel's house?" James asked.
We cook, Tremanda answered. We could cook by finding pretzels, but James started. But it will only be enough for one, he finished. That's okay, Tremanda said. We'll go to the magical tree.
As Tromanda and James were traveling towards the magical tree, Muriel was in her sitting room. "This is my best idea yet," the witch said to no one in particular. "If I can't have magic, no one can," she cackled. We have a good storage of all magical ingredients," the witch mumbled to herself, "but we must be sure all the same." "Did we reach?" James asked, for he never seen, let alone heard of the tree before. "Remind me, how did you get the magical spices if you've never gone to the magical tree?" Tromanda asked, halting. "The potion's ready," the witch said. "Let's go, quick."
"You mean to say," Tromanda said, looking at James, her expression unreadable, "that you stole the cookbook from Muriel and got the spices from her old broken shop?" "Yeah, James stuttered. "James, how could you?" Tromanda yelled, her eyes flashing with rage. "I'm sorry," James said. "I was an irresponsible boy back then." "I don't need your explanations," Tromanda said coldly. "But Tromanda," James tried to say, but she interrupted loudly. "What I do not understand is why we ended up with the cookbook if you had it." "The book moved on," James said. Tromanda looked at him. "Are you trying to test my patience?" she asked. "I mean that the book decided to choose its new owners," James clarified hurriedly. "Do you think I'm out of my mind?" Tromanda said hotly. "How can books decide?"
"Hey," Muriel said, riding her broom. "If I can't have magic, no one can," she cackled.
"Okay, fine," Tromanda cried out. "I believe that the book chooses its new owner, but why did you steal the book in the first place?" "I told you," James said calmly. "I was young and irresponsible." "You were the same age as me now," Tromanda pointed out.
James said, for he had nothing more to say. When you were my age, you were irresponsible and young. That is how you justify your actions. There, you were stealing things that weren't yours, and here I am fighting a witch to save my sister, Tromanda said, her voice cracking with emotion. "Tromanda," James said. "It's fine, James," Tromanda said, a determined look on her face. "Now that I know what you did 3 years ago, I can go save my sister myself," she said, and stormed away, leaving James alone.
"A job well done, my precious," said Muriel to her cat as she entered her castle. "Look, that Tromanda and James had a fight. Ha! Well, no unity, then no opportunity for them to defeat me," said Muriel, laughing.
"Finally, I reached," Tromanda said, but the sight in front of her shook her. The tree had shriveled up and all the plants had wilted. "Oh no, what happened here?" Tromanda asked, not able to comprehend what had happened.
Suddenly, she heard footsteps, and from between the bushes emerged the king and the queen, Tromanda's parents.
"First Eliza, now Tromanda, what are we gonna do?" said the queen miserably.
"Have faith, dear," said the king. "We'll find both of them."
"Don't worry, Mum, Dad," muttered Tromanda under her breath. "I'll find Eliza and bring her home." Tromanda spent the rest of the night under the tree, looking at her sister's picture in the cookbook.
"Hello, Tromanda. Do you remember me?"
You? You are the one who gave us the cookbook.
"Yes, I am here to give the answers to all of your questions."
I have only one question. Why did me and my sister get the cookbook?
Well, the answer to your question lies in an ancient legend. The legend says that 5 people will be given the task of protecting magic. Those 5 people will be among the owners of the cookbook. The cookbook has been passed down for generations, with the cookbook choosing its next owners. My task is to make sure that the cookbook ends up in the hands of the next owner and the next owner only. As far as I know, the cookbook has recognized 2 of the protectors, you and
And?
Muriel. I haven't got much time now, so listen. You cannot fight Muriel alone. Do not hesitate to ask for help, even to those people whom you do not want to.
Huh? What? This was just a dream? Or was it real? What did the fairy mean? Tromanda thought. Do not hesitate. Ask for help, Tromanda repeated. But whom should I ask? Whom I do not want to? James.